This is how the supermarkets go in Thailand. Some bananas, very ripe. They're bananas. All sorts of stuff, guavas, and I've got no idea what these are. Golden sweet tamarind. Wow. Dragon fruit. That's pretty cheap. 39 says on the sign. That's $2 Australian. So it's not a bad go. So we've got all kinds of fruit. There's some more familiar kind of fruit. More here as well, the berries and whatnot, grapes. Got these, yeah, more tamarinds as well. Cool looking nuts. All sorts of fruit trays. Over here's the durian. Oh, so we really want to try durian, but it's pretty expensive. $2.99, I think that's a kilo, and one of these things here, that's probably weighs, oh shit. Damn, that didn't happen. One of these things here probably weighs about 3 or 4 kilos. Fuck, it's a strange fruit. It's such a weird feeling on the outside. Hello. Yeah, no, I always hear durian. Apparently it tastes amazing, but it smells terrible. These ones don't smell too bad though, so maybe it only smells bad when it's cut open. There's more durian here. Again, very expensive. I think it must be like a bit of a tourist trap. All the tourists want to try it, so they might inflate the price a little bit. Something like that. They've got fruit salad trays and whatnot as well. That's awesome. Here's the vegetable section. Wow, look at those carrots, man. Holy shit, that's a thick carrot. Look at that. Look at that. That's awesome. I don't know, all kinds of dried roselle. Wow, that is not something I see. Japanese pumpkin as well. That's awesome. All sorts of tomatoes and all the rest of it. Love a look at the meat section. We've got the meat section over here. See if we've got many Australian. Oh, straight away, Australian grass-fed beef. It's the best meat in the world, Australia, so no surprise to see it. I would imagine a lot of this is Australian, pure American beef, dodgy American stuff. Fish section as well. I'm sure a lot of this is caught locally. The eggs, how much is that? 99, so that's $5 Australian. 1, 2, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 30 eggs for $5 Australian. That's not a bad price, eh? I don't know, heaps of dried fruit, all this kind of thing. Chips and all the rest of it. Here's the dairy kind of products. Milk. How much does milk go for? Wow. That is a solid bottle of milk. That must be 4 litres. About $2.25. What's that? It's about $11. But that is a solid thing of milk. Tourists' favourites. Yeah, the shop's definitely to cater for tourists. It's very, high quality and very expensive compared to what you find on the street. Here's all the different soft drink flavours and etc. Here's the more familiar products, the cornflakes and all the rest of it. Yeah, again, all the familiar stuff. Laughing cow cheese. These little ones, all that stuff goes pretty good, but it's expensive here because it's not, it's not something the locals eat. It's something only the tourists eat. Oh, they even got Bega cheese. I'm telling you, Australian products are awesome, man. And New Zealand as well. These are New Zealand sort of cream and dairy products. Yeah, more New Zealand butter. Yeah, I'm telling you, Australia and New Zealand, some of the best products in the world. There's all the rice. A lot of rice. Look at that. Milo as well. They love their Milo in Thailand. I'm seeing more Milo stuff around here than I do in Australia. They love their Milo and Ovaltine as well. They love it. Yeah, this is like international. sort of section. So you'll have the more familiar stuff over here, American and English, British, Australian sort of things over around here. Here we go, here's the UK product section. I wonder if they have a Russian product section, because there are a lot of Russians. I think I've said that. That's like the main tourist nationality is Russian, from what I've seen. We're getting back towards the produce section. We'll go this way, because there's so much more to see. Like, you can spend hours walking around here, and there's just so much to see. This is a massive supermarket. This is the biggest I've seen. We're about to have a chips hole. Pringles and all sorts of things, and Lay's, that seems pretty popular. I think those are American branded chips. It's all the nuts and whatnot down there. There's the chocky section, sort of chocolate lot. See, look at that, that's a Bounty. It's like a pretty commonplace chocolate in Australia. Over here goes for 69 baht, so that's pretty expensive. That's about $3.50. So these chocolates are very expensive, but if you compare it to some of the other ones, which I'll have a look at down here, which are really, really cheap. So you look, 14 baht, it's less than $1, and they get pretty cheap. So the ones that, yeah, the familiar stuff is always going to be more expensive, but the stuff you don't see in Australia, or you don't see elsewhere, it's pretty cheap. That's a knockoff Kit Kat. That's 24 baht, so that's just over $1 for a knockoff Kit Kat, but I'm sure it tastes just fine. Oh well, what else have we got? Sort of seaweed sort of things and stuff. Not sure if seaweed's very popular in amongst the Thai people. I know Chinese and whatnot like their seaweed. It's like the lollies and stuff. Red Bull case. Let's do it. 10 bottles of Red Bull, but they'd get you going with the caffeine. All these cakes and stuff. We got this way. Ferrero's, yeah, it's going to be expensive. Here's the soft drinks. These weird Japanese things, I don't rate those at all. Those little sticks, they're just like the pissiest little stick coated in like some chocolate thing. It's just like weighs about like fucking, don't even know, like minuscule. Wouldn't bother with that. There's the halal section. There are quite a few Middle Eastern people around, so I'm sure the halal products would be quite sought after. But nuts, I love their packeted nuts as well. You can get them very cheap as well. Obviously almonds and stuff are quite, more expensive, but peanuts are quite cheap. There's some cashews. Durian, yeah, all sorts of durian flavoured stuff, but I don't know if I'd waste my time trying that. I want to try the real deal if I want to try durian. Here's the Ovaltine, they love that as well, I mentioned that. So much stuff. This is all like security protected. Well, what even is it? I don't want to look too dodgy, but it's pretty solid. Is it like coffee or something? Or it's got amino acids in it. I'm not sure what that even is. It's Chinese because it's got the Chinese script on it. So I'm not even sure that is real bird's nest. That must be like a delicacy, but it's all security protected. It's all like, it's very rare. I've not seen anything security protected in any of the shops I've been in, so that's the first thing I've seen. Some Chinese delicacy. Here's the waters. You can get a case of water for like $2. These are way more expensive though. That's about $5. That's like some some proper like fancy water. Here we get into the more common folk water over here. Even so, it's dearer than it is in 7-Eleven here. But yeah, no, Chang water. I think that's probably one of the biggest local beer producers. They also do their bottled water. Here's the soft drink aisle. All the different things of Fanta and stuff. Here's the drinks I was talking about, the M150s, so on. what's that? You get 104. So for $5 Australian, you get 10 of these. So yeah, it goes to show how cheap they are. Excellent, excellent. All these Fanta flavours, I mentioned them. Coke bottles. And this side there's way more as well, the Pepsi. I've never seen lime flavoured Pepsi elsewhere. These are weird. I had to try one of those the other day because one of my mates bought one. It's clear, but it tastes exactly like Coca-Cola or Pepsi, because it's obviously Pepsi. It tastes exactly like cola, like Pepsi. It's just such a spin out drinking a clear liquid. It tastes exactly like cola. You're so used to cola like being brown or dark colour. That was weird. Pepsi cans, 7-Up, Lipton. I think it's the Lipton logo. They go alright. I think we've got more like knockoff brands of cola here. Coca, that sounds alright actually. I might give that a go at some point. Problem with some of these drinks are they you know, they're all different weird flavours, but they're so sweet. Some of them are almost sickening how sweet they are. So yeah, root beer for the Americans. I don't know who else drinks root beer. I imagine it's pretty American. Singer, that's another local brand I think. They make beer as well. All these lychee drinks, and Bundaberg, the Bundies. It's not even too bad of a price. It's similar to what you pay in Australia at 69, so it's about $3.50. Similar to what you pay in Oz. But yeah, no, that goes to show. That's $1.50 for 1.5 litres of Pepsi, so it's heaps cheaper than Australia. Well, maybe not. Sometimes the big bottles go pretty cheap. Anyway, here's the wow, the milk powder. That's, what's that? $50 Australian. That's always expensive, and it's very, very desirable in Asian countries. Look at that, security protected. I'll probably look proper dodgy actually walking around the camera, like pointing at all the security protected items, but well, she'll be right. All the milk powder, like Chang products as well, soda water. Here's the Milo. Fuck, these are awesome, these drinks, these Ovaltine ones, and the Milo ones as well. Don't have those in Australia, definitely not for that cheap either. They are awesome, I love my Milo. And the Milo bars as well, all kinds of things. Milk, Thai Denmark milk. See what else, it's a huge shop, I keep wondering. The juice, I'd imagine it's pretty, run of the mill, but I'll have a look anyway. Coconut water and whatnot. Yeah, these ones here, they're really sickening how sweet they are, some of them. Okay, this way again. There's the escalator. Yeah, it's a massive shopping mall what I'm in at the moment. That just goes up to some other shops. Yeah, more security protected. All these Chinese products, it's more of this bird's nest thing. All these security protected products. GFI, the peanut butter. Do they have Bega peanut butter? I wonder. Is it just the GF? Looks like it's just the GF in there. The Skippy as well. That's all American sounding stuff. Rubbish. The honey. No Capilano, no Aussie honey here either. Wouldn't really expect it, but stuff like that. It's mainly just for Westerners, really, and then tourists from countries that have those kind of spreads on their toast or whatever. Not many local people are going to be tucking into a jar of peanut butter or whatever. I didn't see any Vegemite actually. That would have been interesting. Or the coffee sachets. Milk tea. Not really a fan of Thai milk tea. I tried some drink the other day. It wasn't really very nice. Too sweet. Too strange tasting. I don't know really how to describe it. condensed milk. Look at the amount of checkouts. There's like 15 checkouts in there. It's huge. Here's the toilet paper and tissues. Pretty mundane. There's not much point looking around at this. Oh, this is more the cosmetics and whatnot around here. All these products is the mouthwash. If there's any point spending much time looking at the mouthwash, I suppose it's interesting. Colgate, they've got a monopoly everywhere in the world you go. Colgate dominates in terms of the toothpaste and dental products. It's just weird, and Oral-B as well, but Colgate seems to always outperform them. You probably find they're owned by the same people anyway, but there's not much between them. I don't know. I always rate the Oral-B, but I don't know why. There's not really any logic behind it. It just seems like a slightly better product than Colgate, but I don't know for sure. There's no real way you can prove that. It's probably all the same shit anyway. Here's all the deodorant. See what they've got in the way of deodorant. It's always interesting. Axe, not Lynx, it's Axe. I think that's what they call it in America, so you'd expect that to be more global. Maybe Lynx is just in Australia and New Zealand kind of thing. Yeah, pretty much as you'd expect. How much does a can of Lynx go for? That's about the same as ours actually. $1.49. That ain't cheap. That ain't cheap at all. That's what, $7.50. Oh wow, this is like a supermarket as you'd expect, but they've got all sorts of like suitcases and stuff. I suppose it's for tourists, but yeah. Here's Christmas trees again. That's how you know that this is a very Westerner catering kind of shopping centre, because again, that's only a thing that sort of Western countries celebrate. Not just Western countries, but Christian countries, not Thailand, or whatever. Still, Christmas tree section. Always got to have the Christmas trees. I suppose it's almost Christmas time anyway. It's about a month to go. I think today's 24th or something. So yeah, countdown to Christmas is on. It's a reasonably sized one. There's all the clothing and stuff. Nothing too crazy. You get all your souvenirs from here or whatever you want. You're better off buying them on the street anyway. You'll get it way cheaper. All sorts of weird products, fridge magnets and stuff. Yeah, cool. Awesome. Well, I don't know, I'm not sure there's going to be too much more to look at. It's pretty interesting though, just walking around a supermarket in a foreign country. It's always interesting just comparing the products here, or the little ornaments and figurines and whatnot. Those are awesome, these things. I've seen them sold everywhere. Shoes. How much is that? $20 for a pair of shoes. Yeah, it's not terrible. I don't know, they're pretty they probably do the job. I mean, I don't know. They're not exactly like fresh looking shoes or anything, but they'll do the job. You're not worried about style. Yeah, cool. Yeah, well, I mean, on that note, I think we've pretty much seen all we have to see. Here's the checkout area. It's very busy at the moment actually, so I'll try to duck out if I can. Past here. Excellent. There we go. So that's a supermarket in Thailand. Alright, it's Sunday night here in Patong, and we're just going to have a quick look around the street markets. All sorts of stuff going on, all sorts of like souvenirs and whatnot. These coconut bowls, they look pretty cool, but I don't know what you'd even really use a coconut bowl for. There's people. No, thank you.
Hey, my friend, how are you?
Good, bro. No, thank you. Well, so much stuff all around. Seafood seems to be a big deal around here because it's probably all caught reasonably locally. Ipswich. Yeah. Down, yes. Yeah. Lots of barbecue stuff as well. It's pretty cool. No, thanks, bro.
This for you.
No, we'll walk back around the other side.
Hello, my friend.
Hello. No, thank you.
Like that, you come by my friend.
No, thank you. Yeah, bro. No, thanks. Yeah, well. The meat skewers and stuff. It said chicken heart over there. That's kind of interesting. I'm not sure I'd be too keen on trying chicken heart. And we got crocodile. Wow. Wow. Crocodile, I reckon. I'm sure it's down here. Just all kinds of spring rolls and squid and chicken and whatnot. There we go, some fruit. Plenty of fruit. More seafood. Cool. Oh yeah, ice cream. That mango sticky rice seems to be a popular go around here as well. I tried some the other day. It was kind of overrated. Like, it's nice, but it's overrated. All right, we'll have a look at some more spots. Hopefully some that are less chaotic, because Bangla is normally very chaotic. We've got this street as well. There's not much street food per se, but there's a lot of restaurants and things. There's a Arabian sort of restaurant. Another one there as well. Arabic cuisine. Mega drugstore, sports bar as well. So there's heaps of stuff going on. Never any shortage of cannabis bars as well around here, and massage joints as well. You'll find heaps of those. Got a bit of a religious site here with serpents. She's selling all kinds of different noodles and things. No disrespect to those people, but the stuff they sell is not, it is not sanitary in the slightest. Like some of the things I've seen them do, like in terms of food preparation. Again, no disrespect to them. They're working with what they have, but it's not exactly the cleanest food you'll ever see. I think the other day I saw someone went one of them stores that was like wringing out a mop with their bare hands, like after just mopping the street floor. Then they were wringing out the mop, and then they immediately went and touched like meat and fruit and all sorts of stuff with those same hands that they just wring out the mop with. I don't know. Again, no disrespect, but yeah, when you see those things, it kind of makes it a little bit less appetizing. A lot of barber shops are around these parts as well. This street in particular seems to have a lot of Arabian sort of stuff. There's the oud. I know they're very big on the oud. This joint as well. Al Yamen restaurant. And another kebab joint. So yeah, plenty of that. Another cannabis bar. There's another street vendor. Yeah. kratom and cannabis. Kratom, kratom. We're getting back over to this area. It's called the Banzan. I'm not sure how they pronounce it, but it's kind of like a marketplace area, so there's heaps of like street food sort of thing. So I'll walk through that. That'll be quite interesting. It's normally quite, you know, quite popular at night, so we're here at a good time. We're going to try to get across the road, but it is mayhem sometimes crossing the road. You just got to walk out sometimes and hope for the best. Yeah. Shit, you gotta watch the bikes as well because they come out of nowhere. Alright, we're across. Right. Alright. We're all good now. Let's check out these night markets. Pad Thai. Oh yeah, okay, so cuts of beef and whatnot there. These are fruit, these are quite popular as well, these fruits and skewers. It does seem to be, you know, very repetitive. You know, you see the same stuff multiple times. You know, we've got the skewers, the seafood, the fruit juice. I mean, yeah, what do you really expect, I guess, but I don't know. Halal food, kebabs, more skewers as well. Yeah, back down at the Bengala part, there was some interesting stuff. I think I mentioned the crocodile thing. Oh, what do we got here? Cheesy potato. That's interesting. Must be ice cream or some kind of dessert thing. Oh, this side is more souvenir kind of section. There's some nice wallets. Wow, there's some nice wallets actually. More ice cream and shit as well. Muslim pancake. Buy your drinks out of the esky. Coconut cake. Wow. Here we go. It's the alcohol. Oh, bro. No thanks. More skewers as well. Sushi. Wow. That seems quite popular. Here we go. All sorts of different stuff in the bain-maries. Yeah, this section over here is definitely a lot more tame than Bengala. When I walked through there, almost every single person was like, you know, trying to get me to buy stuff, and I was just, you know, saying no thanks. Over here, I've only been asked once, so it's a lot more tame. It's a lot less chaotic. I'm not sure what's down there. There's another fruit stand. All kinds of fruit, durian, and passion fruit, dragon fruit, and here we go, spring rolls. So much stuff. I'm not sure what that is. It looks like some kind of cut of meat. That looks like the head of a duck. I'm not sure though. I'm not sure what this is on the right. Hainanese chicken rice. It's Chinese sort of cuisine. Not entirely sure what this is. Oh, sugarcane juice. Okay. Awesome. It's got the sugarcane juice maker. That's awesome. I tend to try sugarcane juice, but I kind of know what to expect really. It's just going to be really sweet, probably sickening, and I also don't really trust the sanitation stuff around here. I have made that point. Wouldn't really like to get sick, is all. And some places definitely cleaner than others, but yeah. We'll go into the actual Banzan, I think it is. We'll go in there, I think. Pressure washing. Yeah, and the smell is really strong of seafood. Not very pleasant, I will be honest. A lot of these places are packed up already as well. This looks like kratom in the Coca-Cola bottle. That's what the kratom drinks, the locals drink, look like. It just looks like some dirty water, but it would probably be kratom. Yeah, a lot of these places are already packed up already, which is fair enough. They're probably open all day, and it is a Sunday, so people probably would like to have some time to rest. It's not exactly dirty, but you know, it's also not exactly clean. These are dishes that will be having meat in them tomorrow, and they're just left here dripping wet with flies buzzing around, and I'm not sure it's all been cleaned 100%. Again, I'm not, who am I to judge? I'm not exactly the food inspector. Like, at the end of the day, it's, yeah, none of my business really, but yeah, here's the fish. I'm not sure how, you know, sentient fish are in terms of how much emotion they possess, but I think it's safe to say those fish look pretty sad. Well, again, so much seafood. I'm trying to find the horseshoe crabs, because the horseshoe crabs apparently look really like alien-like, I was being told. That fish in there, poor bastard. I suppose people like it fresh though, so that's just probably as fresh as you can get. All kinds of knickknacks, nothing interesting over here. We've got a lot of different types of seeds as well. Is there anything interesting? They're all pretty recognisable plants, I think, over here. Wing bean and wax gourd. But yeah, nothing too crazy. All the eggs as well. I'm not sure what the pink eggs and the white eggs are. I'm not entirely sure at all. I can't read Thai, of course, but yeah. I'm not sure what he's talking about, but I don't really want to talk to him. Here's the vegetables. All kinds of vegetables. Yeah, this is more the vegetable section. Over behind me was the meat and seafood section. Here we go. Oh, okay, that's kind of interesting. We've got some different kind of products here. Like, it looks like condiments and oils and things. I'm not sure what's in those jars. Wow, there's a lot of different stuff there. Looks like dried chilies in that bag. Same over here, a lot of different condiments and seasonings and etc. Oh dear. We'll head back this way. There was some stuff down this corner, a flower section, which is kind of nice to look at. Yeah, here we go, here's the flowers, and all the Buddha statues, etc. as well. They're awesome, the detail in some of those. Here as well. All kinds of ornaments. Yeah, here's incense and stuff to burn for Buddha. Those drinks, those red ones, ESTS. I've seen a lot of, it's almost like people leave those as like an offering. Like there's a lot of them left like open with a straw in it. No, thank you. A lot of them left open with a straw in it around like Buddhist sort of statues and stuff. And I think it's almost like they're leaving that drink as like an offering to Buddha. We'll have a look upstairs. I think I've been up there though, and it's nothing really interesting. You get a fine for bringing food and drink from outside into the food court. 500 baht, $25 fine. Not the end of the world probably, but it's not something you want. Here we go. This is the food court area. It looks like it's mainly Chinese stuff up here. Whatever. Yeah, it looks very Chinese, sort of dominated. Not sure there's really much to say, so we'll go this way. Well, that's a huge fan. We'll go to the balcony area. just overlooking all the markets. Chaos. There's the boxing stadium across there. That looks kind of awesome at night, that building. But yeah, no, here's the markets from kind of above. You can see it's really interesting actually to look at. Like, you know, a lot going on, a lot of movement, a lot of people. Make a good time lapse actually. If I set up here for a bit, I could probably get quite a cool time lapse. But yeah, there's a lot going on. Anyway, I think that's a decent little bit of a wander around some of these night markets. So yeah, we'll leave it at that.